when it comes to movie reviews, I'd have to say that Rotten Tomatoes would probably be the biggest company, or what people go to the most when it comes to looking for movie reviews. If you don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is, it's a website that's been around for, I don't know, it's been around for so long. I'm guessing it's been, to me, I think it's been around for like over fucking 10 years or some shit like that. But Rotten Tomatoes, all it is that it's just a review site. It's a review site for both critics and then also audiences. So whenever you go click on a movie, or even TV shows, they do as well, you can see the rating. And there's not really, whenever critics or audiences rate something, there's no really like 1 to 10. It's just, you know, if someone likes it, they say it's good, or if they don't like it, they say it's rotten, pretty much. And then all those get piled in together and they get put into like a percentage. So, you know, if a movie is at 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, that means 90% of the people who reviewed it liked it. Same with the audience scores. When it comes to 90%, say 90% of the people liked it. Or if it's something like 20%, only 20% of the people liked it, and 80% of the people who reviewed it didn't like it. And especially in this day and age, when it comes to reviews, a lot of people look to reviews, I think now more than ever, before they go and view something. And it's true. It's true. You can look it up and stuff like that, but it's 100% true. Whenever people go to watch a movie or even a TV show, say something on Netflix or like Disney Plus, they will go to Rotten Tomatoes, or they will go to reviews, and they will look at the reviews before they even go watch it, or before they actually, you know, garner their own opinions on the movie or TV show. They will look at reviews first. And then just about, I'd say just over 2 days ago of when this video will get uploaded, Vulture has reported that a PR firm, which, if you don't know, is basically like a marketing agency. So, you know, whenever a movie is made, you know, and they go to market it, some of the movies and some companies will hire marketing agencies to help, you know, market the movies. So Vulture's reported that a PR firm has been manipulating the Rotten Tomatoes movie scores for over 5 years by paying critics directly. Now, I'm going to put obviously I've shown the tweet, and the tweet is by Culture Crave, and he's also put a few comments onto where it is now, which I'm going to show, and I'm going to read through them as well. A couple quotes and a couple like opinion stats and stuff like that. So it says here, it says that this is a quote from Paul Schrader. The system is broken. Audiences are dumber. Normal people don't go through reviews like they used to. Rotten Tomatoes is something the studios can game, so they do. Now, when it comes to that first one, what he's basically saying is that people, when it comes to reviews, people don't really read through the reviews like they used to. They don't care about what someone has to say on the movie. You know, if someone gives it a movie or a TV show a 7 out of 10, they don't really care why they gave that a 7 out of 10. All they care about is that the movie was a 7 out of 10. Or if they gave it a 3 out of 10, they won't read why that person gave it a 3 out of 10. They'll just assume that it's a shit movie. And that could not be true. Maybe someone just gave it a review and they said like, oh, the movie's particularly not for me because I don't like this type of genre movie. You know, you might like it, which I still think is kind of stupid, rating something just because you don't enjoy that type of genre. You still should like give it credit where it's due. But, you know, that's what people can write in their reviews. But the audience is, people don't give a shit. All they see is the number, and that's it. All they care about is what the final number is on the review. He also replies saying that the PR firm is Bunker 15. So that's the marketing agency. And they pay $50 or more for a review. They often recruit obscure critics who are part of the pool tracked by Rotten Tomatoes. These payments are not particularly disclosed. And Rotten Tomatoes says it prohibits reviewing based on a financial incentive. One film, Ophelia, starring Daisy Ridley, went from 46 to 62. Which, if you don't know, I think when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, I think a rotten score to get like saying that the movie's bad, I'm pretty sure it's 50 or 60%. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. But, you know, whenever people see on Rotten Tomatoes, they see that green splashed tomato. Sometimes they don't even see the percentage and they don't care. They just see that it's rated rotten and they automatically think that it's shit. Where then if they see something like 62%, they're like, oh, you know, it's good. It's good enough to watch. It's not trash. You know, 62 is not a really good movie, but it's a lot fucking better than, what was it, 46. That's so much better. That is exceptionally better. He's also said here that Rotten Tomatoes has delisted a number of Bunker 15 movies from its website and sent a warning to writers who reviewed them. And this is a quote from them as well: "We take the integrity of our scores seriously and do not tolerate any attempts to manipulate them. We have a dedicated team who monitors our platform regularly and thoroughly investigates and resolves any suspicious activity." And then he's also replied to someone else's tweet saying, you know, someone asked, it's a verified user, but someone asked, you know, could the site go under as a result? Now, first off, Rotten Tomatoes is way too fucking big. And I also do not think that it's Rotten Tomatoes' fault for people actually, you know, reviews being false or people getting paid to make false reviews. That's not Rotten Tomatoes' fault that those are going. Now, it is definitely to some extent them having to monitor that shit. They have to fucking monitor it. But if they don't know that it's going on, then that's just unfortunate. Like this, you know, they actually, you know, it came out that it was going on. Maybe they did know about it. I fucking hope not. But maybe I'd hate to think that they had to wait for it to go public for them to actually fucking do something about it. Because then, you know, that's just them being, you know, that's just them being corrupt as well as the people who are reviewing these movies. He's also reported, he's also replied to that comment saying that there was a report a few years back that over 1/3 people in the US check Rotten Tomatoes before watching a film. Yeah, so that's you might not think that 1/3, but 1/3 is a lot of fucking people, and that's just in the US. This is not considering the rest of the fucking world. This was just a report that was done, and this is a few years back. It has definitely 100% fucking grown in that time. And like I said, 1/3 is a lot, especially for the amount of people that go to watch movies, especially, you know, big movies, say like Marvel movies. So many fucking people to go watch that. So let's do a bit of some girl maths right here. So say there's 10 million people. Let's say there's 10 million people who go watch the movie, right? 10 million. And 1/3 of those people, before they go to watch the movie, will look at reviews. So 10 million people are going to watch the movie, but 1/3 of the people look at the reviews before they see the movie, garner their own opinions on the movie, and don't go see it, say because it was given a bad score. That right there is over 3.3 million people will not go and watch that movie just because of a review score on that movie. And this goes in the opposite direction. Maybe, you know, there's a movie that's actually fucking trash and doesn't deserve people's money because, you know, CGI is bad and it's just another one of those big companies that are trying to shit out movies just, you know, try and get some more money into them. And instead of the review being bad, the review is now good, and those people who initially weren't going to go watch the movie because the movie's trash and doesn't deserve your fucking money, now you're going to give that, you know, company your money and then go, what the hell, why is this review saying it's that? Or it's going to change people's opinion on it, because these days, and you know what, I have to admit, even I fucking fall for this sometimes as well, and I feel like I'm a fucking dickhead. People these days can't garner their own opinions. They really fucking can't. They just go with the flow. People don't know how to, you know, experience something for themselves and then make their own opinions on that. And if they like something, but the rest of the world says it's trash, majority of the time, they're just gonna rechange what they think and then go with what everyone else is saying. You know, they liked something, but the rest of the world says it's shit. They're just gonna say, oh, it's fucking shit. I don't care what the rest of the world says. It's trash, and I'm just gonna go along with them. Or if something's, you know, really good, but they don't like it, they're just gonna change their opinion and say, oh no, actually, it's really good. It's really good. You know, I liked it. You don't necessarily have to like something and then say it's bad. Like me, I'm not a massive Dark Souls fan. I'm not a massive Dark Souls fan. It's not my type of games. Elden Ring, I definitely gave Elden Ring a try. It's a relatively fun game, but it's not something I would complete. I really wanted to give it a try because of the hype and everything like that. And I can acknowledge that the fact that it is a very strong game. It is a very good game. Deserved game of the year. And a lot of people could enjoy it. Particularly not for me. And I wouldn't go ahead and play it again because it's not for me. I can acknowledge that it's good. But you know what? In my opinion, it's just a game that, you know, I don't particularly enjoy all that much. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, and there's nothing wrong with someone else saying that. And it, you know, and the reason why people don't want to give their own opinions at the same time is because they just get badgered for it. They just get badgered for it. Obviously, sometimes, you know, like with that whole Actman and what was his name? Quantum TV. That was a different story because the guy who was giving shit to Elden Ring, which is why I brought Elden Ring up, he just went too fucking far, like way too far with it. And then it's just like, all right, if you're going to go far with things on your own opinion where it's, you know, completely terrible, then you're going to get backlash. And, you know, some people don't deserve, you know, people don't deserve threats, but at the same time, you kind of deserve a little bit of backlash at the same time. Yeah, I definitely think that, like, and you know what? The one thing about this as well is that it wouldn't surprise me if there's a lot more of this going on than just this PR firm. It wouldn't surprise me if there's also even bigger companies that are paying these reviewers to give positive reviews on their movie. It wouldn't fucking surprise me. Like, Hollywood is already as corrupt as it fucking is. Hollywood's corrupt as shit, and you can't fucking say it's not. Hollywood is so corrupt, and it would not surprise me if big companies, say like Disney, especially with the amount of shit that they are pumping out these days. And when I say shit, majority of their stuff these days, especially all their animated movies and all their, you know, remaking all these fucking the live action movies as well. Like, it definitely feels like, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of the times they're paying some of these reviewers just to try and bump up the scores. And it might not be that they're trying to bump up the score to like a 90%. Because like I said before, when it came to that Daisy Ridley film, bumping a score from like 46% to 62 is a lot. Like, that's a lot. That's a big fucking jump. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're just trying to bump up reviews by just like 10, 20%. Because 60%, especially when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, from a movie being rotten to it being like, I think it's called like just ripe or whatever. I think that's when it gets like 90%. But like a movie from it being like rotten on Rotten Tomatoes to like it just being like the tomato is so massive on this site. And Rotten Tomatoes would have to be the biggest review site. I would say that I'd say that IMDb would have to be second. I think it used to be top, but Rotten Tomatoes would have to be king of when it comes to all movies and TV show reviews. But yeah, that's it from me. Let me know what you guys think below. And yeah, that's it. Peace out.